Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, I am actually going to dive in and do a reading on Amy Bradley today. So stay tuned. This should be a good one. And we're going to head over to the reading table. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know I've been MIA, but today, as I said, we're diving into Amy Bradley. I am going to use my Case Files Tarot. Those that have been following this, I'm a little bit late getting on the scene. But there was an image that popped up that resembled her. And people were trying to figure out, was that Amy Bradley in the photograph? What happened to Amy Bradley? Okay. So we are going to dig into that. And to go along with this, I'm going to use my Case Files spread. This deck is available on my website, mysticjenn.com. Okay, so. Orders coming in. Should be shipping around the 28th of this month. Just so that you know. And doing the final on the PDF guidebook for this deck as well. So let's ask the cards. Give us the breakdown on what happened to Amy Bradley. What happened to Amy Bradley? And I'm doing a collaboration with Trish. And I'll have a thumbnail and everything here soon. That is going to be, it's going to be over on Trish James' channel. Trish and I are doing a collaboration, doing some true crime and some celebrity reads over there. August. In the U.S., it'll be August 15th. Over in Australia, it's going to be August 16th. So, and it's going to be live. It's going to be live. Okay. Just giving the announcements as I shuffle the cards. Okay. Let's get into this. What happened to Amy Bradley? One more shuffle. What happened to Amy Bradley? Okay, you know, she was on that cruise ship. It started out, we got the Page of Coins here. To me, this is talking about a message. She was on that cruise ship and she was communicating with somebody. Three of Batons. Energy having around. The Three of Batons is the Three of Wands. That is waiting, anticipation, waiting on message, waiting on information. Underneath we got the Star. At night. Something happened at night. Let me get the rest of the cards. Page of Batons. And we will unfold the story. Two of Vessels. That is interesting. Very interesting. Knight of Vessels. Yeah. Yeah. Who was the person? 6 of Vessels? Are you kidding me? Seven of Coins. And 5 of Batons. Okay, let's break this down. Immediately, there was an incoming message, okay? An invitation, an invite, kind of that Romeo. She met somebody, and I think this has already been confirmed, that she had been talking with somebody on the ship. There was a male. There was a male that she was talking to, that she had a connection with, that some kind of invite to go somewhere or do something. There was a plan. We have somebody here in the shadows trying to, who planned something out with her, okay? Now, we also have a battle on the exit, a fight, a struggle. So, overall, I definitely get the feeling that she was taken. And there was more than one involved. More than one. These two knight each other. There was more than one involved here in her disappearance. This was a collaborated effort. And they had one person who baited her into a fateful meeting and text messages. Underneath, the stars, to me, is representing an operation that happened at night. Okay? These two mirror each other. It happened at night. She put up a struggle. She put up a fight. But I'm not seeing anything here indicating a passing of any sort. I see, like, cargo here. She's on this ship, right? But I'm seeing her being transported. Her being transported somewhere. 6 of Vessels is really standing out, being really loud here. Memories, photographs. Under the deck, we have passage by boat. She was on a cruise ship. The Fool. You know, something innocent. She was going on this journey. It was a journey that changed her life. Something that showed promise to her. But she was held captive against her will. It's almost like somebody played her for a fool. Somebody preyed on her innocence. And she bought it hook, line, and sinker. But they had some other kind of plans. Some kind of disappointment. Knight of Swords, 3 of Blades. Some kind of disappointment here. Okay. I want to know more about this 6 of Vessels because that's intriguing. Because to me, that's the photograph. You know, 6 of Vessels is those memories, that nostalgia, etc., etc. And it's being brought back up. It's here for a reason. And I was being drawn to the photo book in there representing the photographs. The photograph, the picture that was shown on the news. So show me the Six of Vessels. Show me the Six of Vessels, please. What is the Six of Vessels? Hanged Man. The Hierophant. The Four Batons. There might have been a struggle, but she kind of settled into her new life. Home, Hierophant. This is representing to me some kind of home organization. I'm looking at this Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is many times being hung out to dry or looking at things from a different perspective. Some kind of enlightenment. That photograph was I'm feeling that was her. I'm not seeing not one single card here telling me that she is deceased. I do not feel that at all. But there's some kind of eerie feeling around the photograph. It's almost like her perspective shifted in regards to this organization. It's almost like I'm getting a programming. I'm seeing some kind of conditioning going on. She doesn't see these people the way we would see it. The normal person would see these people. She's not looking, she doesn't, in her eyes, she doesn't see them. And I'm almost feeling like she may even be walking free. She may return home. That's where she calls home. It didn't start out that way because she was blindfolded. She was literally locked up. And I'm feeling like her mind reprogrammed. And she was betrayed. This person, someone she met on the ship, whoever this person was definitely trying to prey on innocence. Okay? And she was one of them. They found their victim. Did she leave willingly with this person? No. But she settled into a new life. Because once she was captive, and, you know, make no mistake, when she finally got off that cruise ship, it was by night. It was under the cover of night. Okay? And when she got off that cruise ship, she realized that she was being betrayed. And that she was being held captive against her will. But through psychological conditioning, there was a shift in her perspective, in her thinking, in the way she viewed her captors. And believe me, it is an organization. They had their eye on her. Okay? And now, wherever she was held captive, and I'm hearing the word upgrade. It's like her conditions, as time went on, were upgraded. Now she views these people as family. She views them as home. She stayed away so long because she was brainwashed. Wow. That the cards were very blunt, and Spirit was very blunt about the story. Is she deceased? No. In my humble opinion. Okay. And I forgot to say this reading is for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact. Just my opinion and my interpretation of the cards. Okay? I want to know a little bit more about the people, the man that captured her. I want to know more about the man that actually captured her. The man that captured her. I don't even think I need a true crime deck, because that was pretty simple. And the cards definitely showed a passage of time with that Seven of Pentacles. The man that captured her, Six of Vessels. I can't make this shit up. It came out again. 10 of Wands, or 10 of Batons, that's the Wands. We got the Star again. We've got the 5 of Batons, or 5 of Wands. Six of Coins, he was paid. He was paid. And let me tell you, to pull this off was not easy. It was not an easy feat. He was paid to do this. And there's some kind of evidence. And somebody has footage of her leaving the ship with somebody that has never came out. I'm telling you. There is some old footage or other photographs from long ago. 10 of Wands, the burden, carrying a heavy load. The Star, a destination. 5 of Wands with the 6 of Pentacles. She fought back. It was paid. It was not an easy feat, but they got it done. The man who did this, I'm almost getting from this guy a sense of resistance even. This is screaming struggle. Internally, he struggled with this whole idea. He struggled with it, and he was the star of the show, the one who had to get it accomplished. He accepted this deal. And the energy I'm picking up here is, once he met her, he had an internal struggle, fighting himself. He did not want to do this. He did not want to follow through. It's almost like, I wish I could get out of this energy. But he was playing with some big boys. He was playing with some big boys. Let's take a look at these big boys. Let's take a look at the big boys. Man, I just wiped this table and there's all this dust falling. There's a lot of dust particles in here today. I don't know why. Anyhow, let's take a look at these big boys.
almost can end the reading because I think I know why she's not resurfacing. She's resurfacing as a personal choice. Not resurfacing as a personal choice. If she happened to be out, too many cards, where somebody got her on camera. Until debt tears apart. Saturn restrictions. This is a card of restriction, a card of adversity, and about structure. This is more like I'm getting that abundance windfall. I can say that something that started negative in her mind, she was handed a golden opportunity. This is the way she thinks. Spy. And this guy watched her, spied on her. He was paid a lot of money to nab her and restrict her, bind her. These people that had her in captive were extremely wealthy. And they make, I'm trying to keep the question in perspective here. They make a ton of money. They watch people. They bind them up. These people have a lot of money, a lot of influence. A big S ring is what I'm getting. And that's what she was subjected to. And being reprogrammed, she was reprogrammed to believe that that was normal. And let me tell you, Dutton, let me tell you, they, outside of that, they treat her well. Past. I don't know what exactly her past is, but it feels like past suffering, and they had the answer for her. She was going through something before that cruise. Control, sabotage. Five of Swords. Self-sabotaging. Through her own personal struggles, her own personal pain and suffering, from whatever it was she was going through way back then. This gentleman that she met on the ship gave her an offer. Almost like, why do you want to go back to that? You don't have to go back to that. I can offer you this, X, Y, Z. That's where that Sun card came in. But then we got into the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords in the previous spread. That it was all a lie. It was betrayal. She was bound and captured for a certain industry. And you know what I'm talking about, without me coming out and saying it. But she has a very twisted view on her situation to the point where she doesn't want to escape. Soul ties. Venus. An offer of love. Ace of Air. Mental clarity. Communication. She cut ties with everybody that she loved. Because of somebody offering her something that she felt was lacking in her life. She had no idea, because this woman, this is the feminine, this is her, had something going on inside of her with her inner child. Created a lot of doubts. And this guy comes in, giving her Neptune energy, giving her, painting an illusion. And she trusted him, right? And even though she was put in a bad circumstance, they still nurtured her. I mean, it's horrible to be, for lack of better words, sold on an ideology that is very taboo, that goes against the norm, especially when it goes to against your own free will. But they gained her trust. And higher self-activation, her intuition may have told her something else, but they make her feel worthy. And I know that's a really twisted way to try to make somebody feel worthy. Very twisted, very. But in her mind, that has been reprogrammed. MK Ultra, okay? She's reprogrammed to believe that this was a normal lifestyle. And she was okay with it because after her conditions were upgraded because she was compliant. She didn't try to escape. She did everything that she was told. Not only did they gain her trust, she gained their trust as well. There is this mutual exchange here. And she's, put it this way, she's not wanting for anything. In fact, she is living quite a lifestyle. But the problem is she doesn't have control over her own mind. She was brainwashed. She was brainwashed. That's sad. But she doesn't, and it's sad, she does not want to be found. She doesn't want to go back to her old life. Even though that was how many decades ago? I do not feel she's ever going back. If she's found, she may even lie for them people. Oh, they take good care of me. He offered me a good life and he gave me a good life. You feel me? Anyhow, that's what I have for this reading. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. And I'm dropping the mic.